Okay, so in today's lesson, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys through how to make a digital contact sheet using Adobe Photoshop. And we're actually going to be using Photoshop CS6 for this, so what you want to do is go ahead and open up Adobe Photoshop CS6. I have that open down here, save a little time. And then what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Automate, you're going to go to Contact Sheet 2. This opens up a Contact Sheet 2 window, which basically we're going to place all of the information in that we need in regards to create the digital contact sheet. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to put in down here in regards to the document area, you want to put in 6 for the width. Height's going to be set to 4. Color mode is going to be CMYK. Some other items that you're going to place in here is columns. Depending on how many photos you're taking for a specific assignment, it's going to depend. For the photo composition assignment, which is the first digital assignment we're going to be working with here, you're actually going to put in 4 and 3 for the rows, just for the reasons of shooting 12 photographs. So we're going to have 12 small thumbnail images of those particular photographs. You want to click on Rotate for Best Fit. Auto spacing, we're going to turn that off, and we're actually going to place a small 1/8 inch border around our images. We'll type in 0.125. And for the first assignment with composition, photo composition, you want to make sure that you have the file name caption checked off. That's so each small image will have a file caption right under it, so you can verify, and I can verify basically as I'm looking through it, that you have all your examples for all the different composition techniques. For example, your 3 center of interest shots, and 3 color shots, repeating patterns, and things like that. So I can look very quickly at the contact sheet, see that you have the file captions. It will be whatever the file name is. Remember, you need to rename your files before you do this. Okay, so make sure you have those files renamed. Once you have all these items set here on the contact sheet, what you want to do is select a folder for Photoshop to actually pull those images from. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Choose. I want you to find your network folder, or the folder that you have all those images saved on, or saved in. And what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down. I'm going to bring up my images we'll be using. I'm going to load up those images. Alright, so I have that one folder. Remember, you had to create one specific folder that you put all 12 of your images in, and only those 12 images. Okay, so again, with the contact sheet, it's going to be of the original raw images. You're not going to do any editing to them yet. It's just the original images. So as you can see, it's loading up those images off to the right-hand side. If you're familiar with layers, and if you had a graphics class or anything, it's basically creating a new layer for each photo as it gets placed into the contact sheet. So this takes about a minute or so, and you can see once we have that completed, it has each of our unique file names that we should have already had created with that go with the photograph. We have our examples in here. Again, you can see how we have our rows and our columns accordingly to how we specified it as we laid that out. And basically, we're ready to save this and then print it out to the photo kiosk. So once you have it at this point, what you want to do is you want to go to File and click on Save As. We are going to save this as Composition Contact Sheet. Right? You want to save it as a JPEG image. So the default is going to bring up for the format is going to be Photoshop PSD. You want to drop that down and go into JPEG. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save that back into your student drive. Again, don't save it into the folder that you had those 12 images. Save it into a separate folder or if you have a subfolder that you can make and stick it in there, that's basically what we're going to do. So we're going to go locate my folder again. And I have a composition folder here. Alright, again, if you want to make a new folder, just right click, go to new folder, and we can label this as contact sheet. Open that up and save that composition contact sheet in that folder. Okay, you want your standards to be high, okay? Actually, we're going to go to maximum. So we're going to, from 10 to 12 is maximum. So save it those parameters, click OK. And right now you have that saved into your student drive as a JPEG image, which then you can basically retrieve the thumb drive, plug that into your computer, and just save that JPEG image onto that thumb drive, okay? And bring that over to the kiosk and print it out to the 6x4 layout. Alright, that's it for making a contact sheet. Thanks for watching.